All right, we're getting closer, down to the final 3 days of November. Then it's time for December, that all wonderful time when you have to deal with chaos of finding stuff to buy, to wrap, to remember who to get presents for, to hide the toys from your kids if you got them. I don't have them, so I ain't got to worry about hiding none of this stuff. But on to the next one. Now, this one was commissioned by me early on, and when he told me he was going to do, he was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I can do that one. Do you want long hair? Do you want his, ECW time?" I said, "No, I want his WWE time." He goes, "WWE time? When was he in WWE?" I'm like, "He was in WWE. He was actually the first Invasion member to win a belt. It was a hardcore title, but he was the first person to make a splash. And then sadly, he just kind of faded in the background, and then he was reduced down to Velocity. And then I think he just got fed up and left. I don't, he just decided he didn't want to renew his contract, or he just wanted out of his contract. He would come back in the ECW One Night Stand and kind of redeem himself in a very interesting, hard-hitting, hardcore match. So much so that I really want to get Masato Tanaka so they can kind of complement each other. But I'm talking about Mike Awesome. I wanted the short-haired version. I didn't want the long-haired ponytail version. I wanted his later in life, sadly late to near the end of his life run look, and the shiny blackness. The Awesome's perfect. I'm not necessarily a fan of the smiling skin or the gritty teeth, but at the same time, he was very frustrated in his WWE run because, here he was, a big deal in ECW, and in WCW, a mid-carder, flirting with the main event, and then literally just to go down and start just losing. I mean, I've seen some of his matches over on YouTube of Velocity and whatnot, and he wasn't Sean Stasiak jobber to the mid-card, but he was definitely getting buried. There's just no doubt about that. I guess I just didn't see much in him. His time at the ECW and that controversy just kind of carried with him. Again, he would go on and have a redeeming match at One Night Stand against Masato Tanaka, where Joey Lyon would infamously say that, he did a suicide dive and damn shame didn't, take his own life. Well, he would end up doing that a couple years later, but Joey didn't have any indication of that or anything like that back at the time. I think he might have almost to me it felt like he was really trying to show that he could be a big deal, and that maybe we should give him a second chance. Of course, he'd have some issues with his wife or girlfriend, I think it was. May have tried to get back with his wife. It didn't work out. It didn't reconcile, and he just decided to give up. So sad. But again, a guy who, he never got a WWE figure. All he ever got was he had the ECW figure, and then he had that WCW one with those weird, folding hands or whatever that was. Those, weird hands like this, where, you could do this, and it's you need closed fist, He needed more articulation. So, the height's perfect for him. He was about 6'6", big, bulky guy. We'll see if he tears up in Japan during the Fig Fed. We'll find out. 2 days left. Come back and check out who's next.